Hey, what's going on YouTube? CJ here from the Trading Collective. Today we're going to be going over volume and price action. I'm going to be breaking down what I look for in volume and price action when trading. A couple quick notes, real quick. There are only three things that don't lie in this world. That's going to be price action, volume, and Shakira's hips. They don't lie, okay? So with that being said, be sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And let's get to it. Okay, so this is how my chart typically looks throughout the day. I have the Selene algo here up on the screen. I have our ultimate support and resistance indicator as well as the ADX. Now, the important thing to understand is none of this has to do with our lesson today. So I'm actually going to go ahead and remove all of this from the screen here. I'm going to remove our ADX as well. And our focus today is going to be price action, which is what these candles and how the price moves, and volume. Here at the bottom of the screen, you can see our volume bars. Now this is on ES, also known as our futures. I'm going to be going through a couple different scenarios as showing you what I'm looking for with price action and how volume relates to that. Okay, so real quick here at the bottom of the screen, we're going to actually double click on our volume and make sure that our volume moving average is turned on here. Okay, so what is that going to show us? That's going to show us anything that is disproportionate to the average amount of volume that typically happens throughout the day. So this orange line here at the bottom of the screen is going to be showing us our moving average for volume. Anything over that line is over average volume. Anything under is under average volume. Okay, so this line, just keep in mind, this is an average of the volume. So this line, for the most part, isn't going to spike up or spike down. It's a very smooth, steady line, okay? So right here, what we're looking at is we're seeing a little bit of support down here, and what we're seeing is a massive spike up. Now, when we look down at the bottom of the screen, we can see how that panned out with volume. So we see under average volume for this area, which was during our support. And then we see a massive spike up in price as well as volume. So you can see how when we get a volume spike, what that can do to the price action. And then immediately after volume pulls back, price begins to level off during this period. And we can see the volume showing that as well within this range here. So when we're looking at a chart, we need to keep price action, the way the chart's actually moving. Are we at a support level? Are we at a resistance level? If we're at a support level, what we need to see is volume breaking over our volume moving average. What we can actually see here is our first indication that we're making a move to the upside. Okay, so we see our support down here again, and we see us starting to pick up. We see a resistance right here as well. We can draw that out. So as soon as we are seeing this candle building above average volume, we're looking to go long once we break over this resistance. This resistance point was right here, and we can see how the volume held true and spiked up, and the price action picked up as well. Now, just as soon as volume is pulling back, we see an immediate volume pullback on this candle here. We know that we may be entering a consolidation period. Okay, so this is what this area is known as, a consolidation period. And then once volume picks up again, this was actually a move to the downside where we found new support. So this is a basic scenario for how we're using price action and volume to gauge our trades, find our entries, and also find our exits. It's important to note that we're not looking to catch 100% of the trade. Okay, we're not looking to think of trading as a burger, right? So we have the bottom of our bun, we have the top of our bun. We just want the meat in the middle right there. So respect the buns, just eat the meat. That's how I like to trade. That's how I talk to a lot of people, teach people when it comes to trading, is just think of that concept. And how does that relate? Well, we're going to be waiting for our confirmation. Right here, we waited for our price action confirmation with our volume as well. And then we're exiting once we're seeing volume start to pull back. So if you guys have any questions, we are live trading every day from the open, from 9 to 9:30, all the way until the close. and just pop in, free to answer your questions. If you guys are interested in being able to use the algorithm or any of the other tools that we typically use, that I typically use when trading throughout the day, check the link in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.